Well, thank you for tuning back in, if you will. I think that the first one, from what I heard, went very well. Appreciate everybody who viewed the videos from the first lesson or from the last week when I did this. We're going to try this again, see if it continues to be something that provides value for you and for your lesson preparation. This week's lesson on Philippians 1, verses 27 through 30. A lot of it is about unity. One of the amazing things that we have at this church is a strong sense of unity. And let me tell you, from my experience of observation and being a part of other churches, this is not something that we should take for granted. Churches all around us are being ravished by serious disunity in their church, and as a result of that, they are being they're having to focus all their attention on dealing with all the fighting that's going on inwardly, and so they can't have any kind of impact on the community around them or to spread the gospel around the world. We have unity in this church, and it's something that we should cherish, and it's something we have to fight for. So a lot of that is what this lesson is about. The Philippian church, while it had much to be commended, it did have a problem. There was two ladies in the church, and their names were Euodia and Suntuki. Okay, it kind of sounds weird, Euodia and Suntuki, but that was their name. They had some kind of disagreement, and it was spreading disunity in the church. So Paul wanted to take care of this. He wanted to address it. So he does that. How does he address it? He says, let's be unified under the gospel. We are believers. We are Christians. That's what unites us. We need to be united under the gospel and live our lives in a manner worthy of the gospel. I like this. I put it in bold print on this second page of the lesson. Live in a manner that demonstrates that you think the gospel of Christ is of ultimate worth. If you think the gospel of Christ is of ultimate worth, then you will seek what is good, what is glorifying to God, and what is good for your neighbor. You do not seek what's good for yourself. You don't pursue glorification. You don't pursue whatever it is that you think is best for your own personal gain and your own personal opinions. You seek what glorifies God the most. And what glorifies God the most is that we be unified, and we be underneath that flag of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I think one of the coolest representations of that is this image of the musk oxen. And I'm going to post a link to a video of the musk oxen. You got to check it out. It's really cool how they unify and protect the weak. I mentioned in this lesson that I'd update you on Rob Wilton's church in New Orleans, Vintage Church. They had received opposition from the outside on a neighbor complaining about them. The update is that things are kind of relatively quiet right now. They still can't use any kind of sound amplification in their worship services, so they are just totally unplugged in there, which is not what they prefer, but nevertheless, it's the reality of it. So that's the update on that. We, as members of First Baptist Spartanburg, we have unity right now, and we need to strive together to keep it. Strive together. We need to stand firm first. Stand firm in our love and of our love of the gospel, and strive together as we pursue unity. We need to be together. And as we are together, that makes us a compelling community. The expectation from the outside is that we're going to fight. The expectation is that we're going to pursue our own selfish interests. But when we strive together, when we suffer together and stand firm, that makes a compelling argument, compelling case to the community that we are different and that we march to the beat of a different drum. if you will. So, in application, it says take time to reflect on the privilege and honor it is to be children of God. Let's not take that for granted. That is so valuable in our lives. That's what makes that's our only hope. And yet we seem to put our faith in things such as our own opinion and our own thoughts and such that cause division. Take a personal inventory of your life. Just make sure that that your life reflects this humility that comes from being under the gospel. Find some way to remind yourself of who you represent. How will people see Christ in you today? And make it a matter of prayer. Let's pursue unity, stand firm, strive together, and suffer together, all for the sake of the glory of Jesus Christ, in whose name we do all these things. Thanks.